but of course, we need as much lewdness as we can possibly get. We gotta make this episode super awkward for everyone.
I was gonna say, YouTube disagrees.
Hello, welcome back to Bookend Gaming.
Hi!
It's Otaku Tuesday yet again, and do not adjust your YouTube watching device. I was gonna say television set, but I don't know what you're watching YouTube on.
You haven't gone back in time.
Yeah, we backed up a little bit.
Yeah, why would we do that?
Because we are now on the not safe for work version of Fruit of Grisaia.
Oh, degenerates.
We've turned it into a boobies game. Well, we talked about it the last time we recorded, and we're like, man, we missed, like, it seems like we were missing actual story beats during the sex scenes. So we need to do that, which we will still censor them.
Heavily, yeah.
We're going to have to. But there is a chance, I'm not promising anything yet because it is putting more work on Beam, but there is a chance that we upload uncensored versions to our Patreon.
Right.
Which is www.patreon.com /bookendgaming.
Uh-huh.
I mess that up every time because I'm always worried I'm going to say bookendgaming.com /Patreon. That's not a thing.
It's not a thing, no.
We do need a website, but not yet. Someone else buy that domain and sell it to us for cheap, please.
We need FAPSauce first.
Oh, that's true.
We got to buy that from
and
whoever
North
owns it.
Star, or South Star.
South Star, yeah.
But
anyways, yeah.
So now we backed up to before the sex scene so we could get the context. Now watch, we're gonna do this, and they're gonna say nothing. There's not gonna be any context.
Right.
But that's okay.
No, they will be. We got to figure out why they only had half a sex.
Right. Yeah. What happened? What was the issue? So, let's get into it. I'm actually really excited for this.
Yeah.
Because now
thank you for waiting.
We get to have Otaku.
That too. He hasn't been used in a long time.
And Frederick actually gets to show up now without us forcing it. And I've got a little Otaku stuffed animal on my lap.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm pumped. Okay,
all right,
let's
here
do
we
this.
go. Thank you for waiting.
Is that you or me?
I don't know.
Thank you for waiting.
Probably me.
Oh, okay.
It's I don't know. About 20 minutes after,
No, it was her.
Her shower is complete. Her mere presence fills the room with the fresh smell of soup, promising a small kick of sexual desire. I guess I do need to read it. It is different.
Love that soup.
I think. Normally, I've been trying to keep thoughts like these out of my mind, but right now, Sachi's in my room for the explicit purpose of taking the next step in our relationship. It's kind of a strange feeling, TBH.
We're gonna trade class rings. I've cleaned my body as you instructed, Yukun.
Is all that hair gone? Took your time in there.
Not even hard anymore.
But are you sure you did a thorough job? Might end up having some places you've never gotten a good look at yourself inspected after all.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all up in that gooch. Did we even see this?
I'm pretty sure the lines that were before this weren't said.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
But
seems,
this is. We did this.
Quite sure. From the hair on my head to the tips of my toes to the hair of my chinny chin chin, I'm sparkling clean. Get second attempts at jokes.
And my badge is shaved.
I left a little landing strip for you.
Oh, no, she'd be the kind that would leave a little heart.
A heart, yeah.
That'd be the best.
I was thinking the same thing.
But you're still wearing the maid uniform, I see.
Yes. I've heard that men find removing the clothes prior to sex exciting, so I was attempting to be thoughtful. Worried I've already said this, but that's like lingerie, where it's like, yeah, I enjoy lingerie, but I also want to take it off.
What if I double up on Hrms? What if I double a Hrm?
It counts because we've moved forward in the actual timeline.
I guess.
But does it? Because, I don't know, was there a Hrm after this?
I don't know.
Well, because here's the thing. We're going to see this scene, but then we're going to skip the stuff that we already read.
We're going to get back to the bathhouse where we stopped the last episode.
So we're just
I keep saying bathhouse. It's
the restroom.
Whatever.
The bathroom.
It is the bathroom, I guess.
Yeah.
They do say girls tend to collect lots of dubious secondhand knowledge about this story. Yeah, we read this. Guess it'd be best not to ask her about her source for this information, because we think it's machina.
Yeah. And so, what should I be doing next exactly?
Her face betraying a hint of nervousness, Sachi looks up into my eyes. I'd like to believe that slight pink flush in her cheeks isn't just a lingering effect of her shower.
It is.
Oh. Let's see. According to standard theory, we'd begin with whispering loving words and embracing each other. But today we're going to omit that step.
Because I don't like you. Oh, An austerity measure due to the recent recession, perhaps? Okay, I do remember that line.
Yeah.
Because it was just so weird.
Fast, cheap, and satisfying, my personal motto. When it comes to sex, she says something about you being a fast food.
I see. Your marketing strategy based on fast food philosophy?
Naturally, this motto's a load of crap, but I want to put the little kisses and affectionate words on hold until Sachi's managed to regain a normal emotional state.
But you can have it your way. Did I already make that joke?
I think so.
I don't
Something
know.
like that.
Yeah.
Wrapping your Whopper.
Yeah.
Might think it a little hypocritical for me to be so conscientious at that point when we were about to do something more extreme.
Put your special sauce in between my 2 all-beef patties.
Yeah. Because then I said, then he breaks out the tech decks.
Okay, right. And I couldn't remember what a tech deck was.
Wait, I see if it's a intimacy.
But when you say cheap, what exactly are you?
$2.99.
On your knees.
No more, no less. All right. First of all, let's get you to a more appropriate location. Here we go.
Is our first time going to be outdoors?
No, I'm talking about the bed.
Oh, I was getting excited.
You doof.
Oh, I see.
With that, Sachi promptly walks over and settles down on top of my bed.
Oh, it's hot. Well, I've taken a seat for now.
Right. Now get yourself into a comfortable position and pull up your skirt.
She just like crouches.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Can I?
Not fully uncensored, but
Not yet.
is this close enough to what you wanted, Yuuji?
It sure is. Yeah, perfect. I may even be able to use most of that for the thumbnail.
Right? It's actually okay as long as you cut off like a little bit. Oh, thank you very much.
As I pat her head reassuringly, Sachi's cheeks redden further. The hint of embarrassment is a nice contrast with her usual boldness, and with the additional flavor added by her maid uniform, this makes for an impressively erotic picture. Eric agrees.
This is impressively erotic. Erotic.
Erotic.
Well then, what should I do next?
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah, I finished already.
Oh, man. See?
This is going to count.
We would have missed
Our
this
count was
Hrm.
off. We are going to have to go back and do like the Amane stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, not the whole route, but we can go back and like check the sex scenes that we missed.
Right. Hrm! You won't be doing anything in particular for the moment. First of all, I'm going to touch your body. Boop. And you're going to like it.
Oh, this would be what's popularly known as foreplay, yes?
Correct. So in other words, I'll be putting my hands on you now. That all right?
Yes. Go right ahead. Ow!
When,
Why'd you hit me?
when Sachi responds, her voice slightly softer than before, I reach up and place my right hand against her face.
Oh, you should have showered too. It's kind of...
Yeah.
Oh,
My erogenous zones. How's that? Not unpleasant or anything, is it?
no. Your hand feels warm and nice, Yuuji, just as it always has.
That's so. Slightly
Trying
relieved.
to be cool, and he's just like, I
Yeah.
don't know what to do.
Slightly relieved by Sachi's words, I begin poking at her cheeks for my amusement.
So is Otaku on the screen right now, or
I'm going to.
probably just in case?
Yeah,
Especially that bottom left part.
that's right.
Everything else is okay. It's just the very center there. It's like, it's a little too much. Too hot for YouTube. Are you finding some variety of twisted pleasure in abusing my cheeks?
Wow. Hrm. Seems the jig is up. The news is out. They finally found me.
Man, I was the renegade and I had it made. I'm afraid you weren't hiding it particularly well. But that's alright. I don't dislike being disgraced by you, Kun.
Glad to hear it. Trying to keep up the conversation as a distraction, I begin to move my hand down Sachi's body.
Wait, is that hair?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That might
I don't know if
be-
it's frill.
Yeah, that could be frill, but I don't know. Maybe that's why they stopped. We're about to find out. Ends.
When my fingertips trace lightly over the nape of Sachi's neck, she responds with some small ends. little ticklish, are we?
Yes, Kun, it seems you're quite good at this. How many times have you done this?
Sure, thanks. None of this even qualifies as a caress yet, But whatever. Even as Sachi's offering me her compliments, my hand continues caressing downward.
Do you like when I caress you?
This uniform really is made from pretty decent stuff, isn't it?
He just takes it off her and then starts inspecting it. Like,
Yeah.
wow, this is really nice. I need to get one of these.
This is really cool, actually.
You could make some good armor out of this.
As my hand reaches Sachi's shoulder, say that 5 times fast, I find myself offering my impressions of her soft, silky clothing.
Nice coat. Yes, it is. After all, a professional maid uniform made to full military specs.
Yeah, so you keep telling me. As we're speaking, my hand approaches Sachi's chest.
I do apologize.
It's all stuffing.
My breasts aren't as large like those of Amane-san or Sebastian Stan-san, so I'm afraid they may not be particularly rewarding to grope.
Really?
I think they're pretty good.
I thought they were... Yeah.
I thought they were bigger than Sakaki's, honestly.
So did I.
Thought she was second best.
Apparently trying to anticipate my reaction, Sachi apologized preemptively.
I get it, though, because Yuuji would be the kind of person to be like, oh, these are kind of small.
Yeah, these are alright, I guess. Don't apologize over these. Makina and Michiru would kick your ass if they heard, because they're smaller than you.
Yeah.
The other ones you mentioned, they are bigger, though.
So, Sachi, do you like the honka honka? Is that how sexy talk works? That's true. I'll have to apologize to the two of them later. That won't be awkward.
No, really don't think that's necessary. In an attempt to reassure Sachi, who's clearly feeling a little self-conscious about this, I gently cup my hands around her breasts. Do you like that? Although her clothes are still providing a bit of protection, Sachi's evidently not too accustomed to this sort of stimulation, judging from the jerky little twitch that results.
Ew, underboob sweat.
First time anyone's touched your breasts like this? Sachi?
I suppose so. The only other time anyone has touched my chest would be to measure my brassiere size. And that measuring tape never called me back.
I'm telling you, that's how they measure pants.
In prison?
Sorry to inform you, but this is going to be a bit more intense than that.
Go right ahead.
Once Sachi nods her consent, I begin to gently move my hands over both of her breasts simultaneously.
I didn't play it ahead, but we were just starting out, and I already have to do southern moans and whatnot.
Yeah. I'll keep going like this for a while so you can get used to it.
I'm so glad my wife doesn't watch these. Yes, please do.
Sachi offers a brief response, then purses her lips slightly. I take that to mean she's braced herself for stronger stimulation, and I begin to move my hands in small circles over her breasts. I'm really focused on the breasts
Wax
right now.
on, wax off.
Yeah.
Good, Campbell's.
As I continue that caressing motion,
Why does
Sachi's
she keep saying that?
small moans gradually grow louder.
Gonna be a good girl.
How does it feel having your breasts touched like this?
It was good until you said that weird shit.
Yeah, less talk.
A little
More cock.
ticklish, almost itchy. It's a very strange sensation.
Her.
3 Hrms we missed so far.
I've heard sexual stimulation can feel something like that for inexperienced women.
Okay. Did you read that somewhere? Or?
But the only way... No, his sister.
Oh, obviously.
The only way to change that sensation into something more like pleasure is by getting accustomed to it. So I'm going to rub the booba for a good hour or so.
Should we have sex? No, we're
Yes.
good.
Why'd you even have me lift my skirt?
That's the half they did. He's just like, I lost track of time.
Yeah, the sun started going down and I got hungry. I was still in the booba area.
Never made it lower. I got scared. But that's a product of my inexperience, yes?
Pretty much, yeah. You kind of suck at this.
In that case, please don't give it a second thought. Touch me however you like, you coon.
You sure about that? I've got like a lot more boob touching to do.
Yes, in fact, I would be happier if you didn't hold back.
All right, in that case, I'll do it a little stronger.
Ow, what the fuck?
With that warning, I begin to firmly massage Sachi's breasts from both sides.
Oh, look, they bounce back and forth. No.
Once again, her body twitches awkwardly in reaction. Did that hurt?
No, I'm fine. Please continue as you were.
She might be experiencing a little pain, but since she's chosen not to admit it, I should respect her feelings.
Can I let go of my skirt now?
All right. With that brief response, I resume playing with Sachi's breasts. Stay in a boob. While altering slow and rapid movements of my fingers, I rub my palms against her as if massaging a sore back, but a boob instead.
You can.
When she calls my name as I touch her body with my own hands, I understand something. I see the face of God. I might have felt something like pity for Sachi when I learned about her difficult past. I might have made her my girlfriend out of the desire to help her. But what I'm feeling right now is clearly something else entirely. A booba.
This is nothing like pity.
Something
It's
more
like titty.
selfish. Less pity, more titty. When I touch Sachi's body, when I hear Sachi call my name, it brings me pleasure. It makes me happy. It's too strong and simple a feeling to deny. How are you feeling getting used to this yet?
Yes, I'm not entirely sure, but I'd rather think I might be.
Those words don't appear to be a considerate lie. I can feel the tension slowly draining from Sachi's body.
It's like that song by the Crash Tips Dummies. You know the one?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
And when my fingers graze across the tips of her breasts, Sachi lets out a genuine moan.
Once there was this girl who...
Was she a good girl? I know it's your first time, but even so, you seem really sensitive here.
Yes, in fact, I began wearing a brassiere earlier because my clothes would rub painfully against my nipples during physical education class.
Not sure why you're...
I'm just picturing, you see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, right?
Yeah.
They have those jetpacks, and Drax complains about it because he's like, they hurt my
Oh,
nipples.
yeah.
He puts it on, my nipples!
Yeah. Not sure why you're suddenly sharing the story of your puberty.
I mean, this is anime. You'd probably be into it.
I mean, I had nipples when I was born.
Doesn't everyone? Some people have more than two. I thought it was the appropriate moment. Was I mistaken?
Sometimes you're way too thoughtful in completely unnecessary ways, unlike me.
Did you notice I was baiting out the Friends quote with the 3-nipple comment?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
When I deliberately rub the tips of her breasts with my index fingers as punishment, Sachi's body begins to tremble strongly.
I'm miming it, and this does not seem sexy.
Oh.
Index fingers.
Virtual reality.
This is rather intense indeed.
My nipples. It's going to get stronger, you know.
Even stronger than this?
Yeah, as part of that, I'm going to be taking off some of your clothes now. All right.
Yes, go right ahead.
He just takes off, like, I don't know, her bow.
The bow, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
One garter string.
Yeah, now I can get to the booba better. Suspending my caresses for the moment, I nimbly unbutton the maid uniform down the front, then roll up Sachi's bra.
You're not even going to attempt to unlatch it?
Nope. All protection lost. Her breasts stand completely exposed. Herm.
That's all you can say.
Not badly shaped, either.
Thanks? Should I be saying thank you at this point?
You're lucky I can't tell if you suck at this.
Right.
No need for that, although I'm definitely complimenting you.
Okay.
It's like a sunny side up egg. As she speaks, Sachi averts her eyes from mine.
It's like a bag of sand.
Yeah, so I guess even you get a little embarrassed when someone's staring at your bare breasts, huh?
I'm not entirely certain about that, but my face feels rather hot.
Yes, that would be what we call embarrassment.
Oh, actually, you're running a fever.
But instead of explaining this to Sachi, I reach out for my first contact with her naked chest.
Ah, static.
In contrast to the cool fabric of her uniform, Sachi's body is rich with a warmth unique to living creatures. It's been a while
Yeah,
since...
not like all those naked corpses I fondled.
Yeah, I felt that warmth this directly. For a moment, my hands reflexively separate from her chest.
Yuku?
Sorry, it's nothing.
Is that so?
Hey, Sachi, try to remember this, alright? How it makes you feel when I touch you.
On that count, you may rest assured. I doubt I'll ever be able to forget, even if I tried, because this is so awkward.
That a fact. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Certainly.
It's very awkward. But whatever.
It's like the most fumblingest fumbly that ever fumbled.
Savoring the small happiness those words bring me, I once again bring my hands to Sachi's body.
Maybe, like, kiss her or something?
No, he's...
Break the mood?
The
instead
entire
of being, like,
time.
completely clinical about it?
The entire time has been honka honka.
Yeah. Oh, this really is even stronger than before.
Yeah, because you had those clothes dulling the sensation until now.
Fucking get over it.
Just tough it out. You'll get used to this soon enough.
I'll certainly do my best.
Yeah, give her a lot of commands during this. That way you don't know if she's being...
If she actually enjoys it or not? Yeah.
In order to provide an even more powerful stimulation, I wrap up her breasts in the palm of my hands and begin to play with both nipples at once, using the
It's the
tips of
double
my
nipple
fingers.
technique.
I pretend I'm playing Galaga. As promised, Sachi does her best to accept this direct attack. Struggling to control her voice, she bravely endures the painfully intense...
I input the Konami code.
Yeah. How about this? 30 lives.
Yeah.
When
Just
I
karate chops. Son of a bitch.
When I give Sachi's a light pinch, she instantly jerks her head backward.
There was a surprise. An electric shock just ran through my body.
But it didn't hurt, right?
No, if anything, I believe it might have felt pleasurable in a way. Is this what pleasure feels like?
After confirming that Sachi's more aroused than uncomfortable at this point, I rub her up and down with my fingers.
Flicker, 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 flicker. Brrr. Ah, you can.
But this time, Sachi reaches out and grabs onto my arm, her voice choked with anxiety. It's alright, you're doing fine. Just try to relax your body and focus on the sensation, because I'm doing so good at this.
Yes. No.
As I repeat those movements over and over, small beads of sweat begin to form on Sachi's bare skin.
You just showered. God damn it.
And under her skirt, still tucked up in her hands as I requested in the beginning, her underwear is getting slightly... Might be your first time, but it looks like you've managed to get prepared just fine.
Is that so?
Yeah, or you just... or so your... would suggest.
I always double over when I sneeze, so that happened in the bathroom. Wet? Yeah.
I reach down with my left hand. Sachi reflexively bends backward at my touch. See, my hand's damp, isn't it?
That is... Isn't it?
I would hope so.
You all need to work on your sexy talk.
I bring my hand before her eyes, or we can dub that over with Mountain Dew. She gazes at it in evident fascination.
Look at it. Look what you did. Bad.
Yeah, and if I keep up the foreplay, you'll get even soon enough.
It might be odd to say this about a part of my own body, but it's a very mysterious thing.
What, you never
Yeah,
masturbate?
is there like pee?
Her serious contemplation of the matter is, frankly, pretty damn cute. I return my left hand to and begin to gently... Apparently, Sachi's attention is fully focused on her as the movements of my hand are
I don't know
followed.
what we're allowed to say.
I don't know
honestly.
either. I'll just
You're just gonna have
bleep
to...
it all out.
Well,
Or, I don't know.
do you want to... like say just random nonsense for it?
Sometimes.
Let's just use your best judgment. If it gets
Yeah.
like super graphic, then we'll. Because like line of wetness, whatever.
Right.
You could name the episode "Line of Wetness." It wouldn't
Right.
matter.
It's the Mountain Dew that spilled.
Right, exactly.
It's followed by small quivering grunts.
But it's like when they're going into detail of talking about his like dangly
Yeah.
bumpo.
You can moan if you want to. You could leave your friends behind.
Yes, I do appreciate you saying so, but I'm afraid I don't think I can help it either way at this.
The fingers of my left hand still moving along. I resume caressing her breasts with my right.
This is just like playing DJ Hero. My breast as well.
Yeah, can't let you off the hook yet. We're just getting started.
Oh, you're mean, Yukun. You're so mean.
I'm just poking the booba. I won't deny it, but it seems you're something of a dirty girl.
Gotta be a dirty girl.
Uh-oh.
You're a dirty girl. You're a dirty girl.
I was gonna say we need a second song. Oh no,
That's not my song. That's from
yeah.
What is that from? Robin Big.
Okay.
Rob Dyrdek show on MTV. They had some like old guy come on and do a music video. And she's like, "You're a dirty girl. You're a dirty girl."
Let's call it even.
That will forever be in my head.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
Apparently this verbal shaming has the intended effect. Sachi's panties are suddenly significantly more spilled with Mountain Dew than they were a moment ago.
Oh, do the do.
No. I'm pretty sure it's true. I've barely started down here, but look how much Mountain Dew you've spilled already.
I'm gonna Baja Blast.
Code red.
Jesus Christ. I'm very sorry. When you touch me down there, my body gets all hot.
Nobody likes hot Mountain Dew.
No, gross.
All right, in that case, I'll make you feel even better. I'll do it.
Yes, please. Go right ahead.
I'll squeeze that boob even harder.
You won't even know.
Oh,
no!
Before she's even finished speaking, I slide Sachi's panties to the side. Mountain Dew overflows from her exposed distillery, quickly staining the sheets below.
So this is, I mean, you guys have Otaku there, but
Yeah.
this is actually censored for us too.
Yes,
It's pixelated.
apparently.
It's very lightly pixelated.
Yes.
So it's not completely uncensored, but we definitely can't show it.
No.
Oh.
Seems Sachi's well aware of what's going on down there herself, judging from the way she can't manage to look me in the eye. Well, looks like you're starting to enjoy yourself down here.
Does that mean my body's responding to your foreplay, Yukun?
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way.
It's been such a long time. I'm very happy to hear that. Is that the right song? Yeah, foreplay long time. Yeah.
Yeah. And as she speaks those words with a smile on her face, an unfamiliar feeling wells up inside me. Oh, a boner!
Oh, I gotta poop.
Yeah.
That's why they cut it short. Sorry.
If I had to guess, I'd say I'm currently experiencing something like affection for Sachi.
Gross.
I mean, I would hope so.
Well, then it was kind of like they weren't even sure.
Right. Well, now he knows.
Yeah.
Now that he's seen the full picture.
Yeah, once he saw the distillery, he's like,
Right. Drink some Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
and
I gotta take that tour.
I see. Thanks, Sachi.
Huh? Why are you thanking me, Yukun?
Good question. What do you think? All right, I'm going to play with your
Garfield.
now.
Yes, certainly.
All right, Yuuji, going a little crash Sonic on us.
Yeah, holy hell.
After smoothly changing the subject.
Wow.
I don't know about that one.
You definitely need to censor those.
I gently bring my hand to the area in question.
Oh, this is...
That alone's enough to send Sachi.
Oh my goodness. Oh, good gracious.
Oh, hot damn. And when I slowly begin to move my fingers up and down, she squirms around as if seeking escape from the stimulation.
Don't, please. I can't control my voice.
She says that she's going to go crazy.
It's an anime thing.
It is.
If you do that, my mind.
Uh-huh. Not a problem. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, but,
Already unable to shape her thoughts into coherent words, Sachi simply shakes her head from side to side.
with my hair back and forward.
At a guess, she's feeling guilt over receiving pleasure without giving in return. In order to wipe these unhelpful thoughts from her mind, I relentlessly torment her distillery with my hand.
Her distillery.
Using the incessant flood of Mountain Dew from inside, I carefully move my fingertips up and down the distillery.
Oh.
Mountain Dew distillery.
I guess.
It's not.
Do the do.
Yeah. It doesn't take much of this before Sachi's breathing grows rough and heated.
I feel strange. My head's sort of going fuzzy. I'm gonna go crazy. Here it comes.
Too early to start whimpering. It's only going to get more intense.
You can't be goodness. Oh, my stars.
Without pausing the stroking motion of my left hand, I use my right to target them nipples.
Oh, my stomach. It's getting hotter and hotter.
Am I pregnant now? Her waist begins to twitch convulsively, probably getting pretty close to doing the do. I accelerate the motion.
The final countdown.
Yeah, of my fingers against her warm skin.
Oh, please, this is just too much. Noom.
She's gotten so by this point from all the that my fingers nearly do things.
Yeah. Oh, your finger.
It almost picks up a can of Mountain Dew.
I almost broke the tab.
In reaction, Sachi throws back her head, reflexively trying to escape the stimulation. I feel like we've said that exact line already.
Right? You can.
Yeah, say my name. It's Juicy Yuuji.
Yeah.
But that's
right.
clearly not enough to endure this. Sachi reaches down and tightly grips my hand for reassurance, even as it continues to do the do.
Oh, please, oh.
Apparently, it's drinking Mountain Dew.
It's
They're
for this
drinking
one at
Mountain
least.
Dew.
For this one.
She fixes
Sure, we'll
watery,
change it every time.
anxious eyes on mine, perhaps instinctively realizing that she can no longer escape her approaching, whatever, things.
Yeah. This video brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
You can. I can't.
That'd be the weirdest sponsorship ever.
Right? Good.
Staring steadily back into her eyes, I move my left hand violently to provide, yeah.
The end goal.
Drinking a whole case of Mountain Dew.
I'll just let that one play
Oh,
out.
sorry.
That's fine.
I clicked off of it because it was getting too intense.
Yeah, you put your hand over her mouth. It's fine.
And the moment the palm of my hand rubs firmly against her distillery.
Panic button.
Yeah, Sachi arches her back like a bow and reaches the height of the Mountain Dew experience.
The top of the mountain.
Yeah.
You holy book, yeah.
Wow. All the tension draining from her body, Sachi draws ragged, irregular breaths through her mouth. You all right, Sachi?
I'm dead. Yes.
Then how did you say that?
Since I'm hearing your voice, you coon, I suppose I'm still alive.
As a general rule, foreplay is rarely fatal.
Except for with me, because I'm so studly. Lady killer. But it was just transcendent, and it just that in transcendent and experience.
Well, if that was your first real drink
show
of Mountain... Okay, sure. I guess I can understand where you're coming from.
It just gives you more of a context of what it actually says.
Yeah.
Because if we do Mountain Dew for every single one of them, it's like, wait, which one's that one supposed to be? I'm sorry, I don't follow. What does naturally grown produce have to do with this?
That's organic. I guess this one isn't on the vocab list in English class. When I say organism, I'm talking about
Arriving.
arriving in the sense.
Oh, yes. I believe I've seen the word used in that sense before. It's one of the manga volumes Michiru-sama's always leaving scattered around her room.
What? I gotta read them. She doesn't even clean up her own porn. Michiru never fails to exceed my expectations. So what are your thoughts on the foreplay? What do you rate it? 1 to 10.
Will you tell everyone, please?
That would be your first experience, I guess.
Well, it felt wonderful.
I see.
I mean, the dryer does the same kind of thing, though. Never mind.
Yeah. It's definitely not my first fireworks show. I'd honestly been a little uneasy about exactly how gentle I needed to be since the girl's younger than me and never done things before, but I guess it went relatively well.
But just now, as merely foreplay, and I was the only one who arrived, there's more to blinks in this, is there not?
Oh, no, that was my A game.
Yeah, is there? I don't know.
I squeezed the boob for an hour.
Yeah. She's on to me.
True, but we're going to call it a day.
Okay, so it wasn't like, it was too intense, so he's just like taking it slow because he doesn't want to overdo it. So it wasn't so much like a situation.
So he did stuff to her, but
yeah, it wasn't like a
that's it.
Katawa situation of like, whoa, this is like, they got to a point where it's like, this is too much.
Yeah. Apparently this was completely unexpected. Sachi blinks in genuine bewilderment. This is more than enough for your first time. No need to rush things.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
What, you too much of a slutty maid to be satisfied with a single organism?
No, if you think that would be best, Yukun, it's quite all right with me.
In that case, I guess there's no problem.
Can I put my skirt down
Whew,
now?
we made it. Sheesh.
Hesitation.
Okay, so now...
Is there... Well, let's see, because she has to get to the shower first.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, this is it. Okay, so now we can skip ahead to where we were.
Right.
Because we've seen all this, so let's get back to the bathroom.
Yes.
So they cut it short because he just didn't want to go all the way.
Right.
It was too intense for her.
He just wanted to go to Sachi Town.
He wants to build up to it. Yeah, he wanted to
just give her a turn.
He wanted to drink in all of the Mountain Dew's flavors.
Correct. There's a lot of them, so it took a while.
Yeah. He wanted her to feel the voltage.
Yeah. Before things went pitch black.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to give her the full live wire.
Otherwise, you might get frostbite.
Sure.
Sure, but he likes her major melons.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say Sergeant Melons, but it's major. Yeah.
Anyways, pause the episode.
Okay. I think this is where we were.
Yeah, I don't know if we read a couple lines in this or not, but this is basically where we are.
This is the scene where we had cut off, so now we can go a little bit further. We've got some time left in this episode, but this episode is mostly Mountain Dew.
Correct.
If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to get to this point where we're just like, one of us grabs a Mountain Dew out of the fridge and just goes, that boobies game.
Ha! Wiping a few beads of sweat from my forehead, I sink into the bathtub, down to the neck, and let my muscles relax. I ended up stuck on the job for 12 hours straight today. I think I did read this.
We did read this, but that's all right.
Oh, right, because the rat never showed, so
Yeah.
I spent every minute of that on standby. After holding the exact same position for all that time, my body's aching and stiff all over. In my experience, a long soak in hot water is the best way to fix that.
And my cover was to be a sign spinner, so my arms hurt.
Changed, huh? JB said her observation applies to the both of us, but I'm not really aware of anything that different about my behavior. Then again, I don't think she's wrong about Sachi. The girl's gotten noticeably thoughtful about the situation she finds herself in, and she's been asking questions on her own initiative, actively seeking to understand the meaning of people's actions.
Why'd you pull on him? It hurt.
I didn't see much of either from Sachi before. They represent clear changes in her normally static pattern of behavior. Now we just have to see what kind of results they bring, I say to myself. Oh, no.
How's the temperature of the water, Yukun? Not too hot?
Yeah, no problems.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yes?
He?
Need to turn that down a little bit, I think.
How long have
Mics
you...
are going to pick her up.
How long have you been in here? He didn't know she was here.
Oh, yeah. I took your clothes off for you.
Oh, yeah.
Since you muttered changed, huh?
The Mountain Dew girl.
What's your name again?
I wasn't completely off guard either. How'd you sneak up on me like that?
Maka-chan and I once practiced moving silently at some length. I was simply applying the fruits of Grisaia.
Oh, the fruits of Grisaia, you say?
Roll credits.
I thought there was just one. Easy enough to talk about moving silently, but in practice, walking without producing a sound is very, very nearly impossible. Stealth requires a great deal of skill, especially when approaching an alert opponent.
This is my silent ruffleless maid outfit.
I have unagi.
Salmon skin roll.
And Sachi managed to get this close without tipping me off. That joke about her being a spy in maid's clothing doesn't seem quite so funny anymore. It sounds like a good anime, actually.
It's crazy because unagi's actually my favorite kind of sushi.
Really?
Yeah, it's eel. It is eel, and it's delicious.
Isn't that a kind of eel?
Yeah. I think we could go down the street and get some unagi right now.
All right, so why did you sneak in here? You clearly knew I was taking a bath. Splish splash.
Actually, that was my very reason for entering. I'm making sure you're counting to 20,000 so you can be pretty. I'm sure you're tired after working all day, Yukun, so I thought I might wash your back.
Wash my back?
Well, yeah, it's sweating all the time.
What about my neck and my...
my Mountain Dew and my crack. Yes, as your girlfriend, it's only natural to show my gratitude for your labors.
Sorry.
Wow. I think dogs heard that one.
that one was for the dogs. The exact connection between showing her gratitude and rinsing my back kind of eludes me, but Sachi's brought up this proposal on her own. Whatever the details, I want to encourage that sort of initiative on her part. All right, then. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Please do come right this way.
What? Right. I pull myself up out of the grand bath and then sit down on the bath stool, as directed by Sachi.
You kind of got a flat butt. Well then, I'm going to begin, Yuuji-sama.
Okay. I'm not Michiru.
Yukun, do you dislike being addressed respectfully?
Yeah, I hate it. I don't like it or dislike it particularly. I just want to know where this is coming from.
I'm setting the mood.
The mood, huh? Guess there's nothing for it then.
Well, you ruined it, so I gotta do something else now. Yes, there's nothing for it.
On second thought, that makes no damn sense at all.
Yukun, you rolled into a rather uncharacteristic comedic maneuver. You're not funny.
That's what we do.
Right?
Forget my maneuvering. Does this mood really require you to talk to me like I'm a feudal lord?
But of course, we need as much lewdness as we can possibly get. We gotta make this episode super awkward for everyone.
I was gonna say, YouTube disagrees.
Yeah.
I think there are ways to show gratitude that don't involve any lewdness whatsoever.
But I don't want to know them.
Like cake. Or
Yeah.
little kisses.
I don't know. Cake can be pretty lewd.
Yeah, but I suppose there's no need to press the point. All right, fine. We'll do it your way this time, Sachi.
Thank you very much. First of all,
Pulls out a case of Mountain Dew.
I'll be pouring some hot water over you.
Oh, God, why?
Jesus!
As soon as the words are out of her mouth, Sachi carefully picks up a bucket and dumps some pleasantly warm water over my shoulders.
Is the temperature all right?
Yeah, feels fine.
In that case, the soap will be next.
Right. Next, she thoroughly lathers my back with a layer of frothy soap.
Well then, please excuse me.
And after this line,
What was that?
I feel a distinctively soft sensation against my back. Oh, it was the booba.
Oh, right.
Oh,
wow. Look at that. 2-in-1 episode.
Oh, man. At the same time,
Keeps the frills on.
there's a nasal little moan not far below my ear.
That's such an anime thing, too. It's like, I'm going to wash your back with my boobs.
Yeah. Sachi, what the hell are you doing?
I like her. You can, like, not... You don't have to censor that, the bottom half of her, right?
No, it's fine.
Because that's like, I really like that.
We can just have a taco in the middle there
Yeah.
for this one.
Taco in the middle. I'm simply washing your back, Yuuji-sama.
From where I'm sitting, it seems more like a certain slutty maid is using me as a...
Yes. Sheer prejudice on your part, sir. To be certain, I happen to be rubbing my pointies against you, so I may be moaning slightly, but I assure you this is a perfectly effective method of washing your back.
I see. Well, as long as you're washing my back, how about this? I mean, I guess it's all good.
You want to do my front?
As if. Were you seriously expecting me to roll with this?
What do you think, I'm Fred Durst? Oh! How cruel, Yukun. Why'd you chop me?
because you're attacking me with the boobas out of nowhere. Isn't that the natural reaction?
To be honest, I think most men would be stupefied for a moment, then pump their fists in joy.
And go, ooh, ah, ah, ah.
Oh.
Might be right about that one, actually.
In that case, I assume there's no problem.
No, look, I'm trying to ask why you felt the need to me like this.
Would you just fucking shut up and take it, you little bitch?
I just want an explanation.
Call my mom.
You do have a reason for doing this, right?
A reason?
I found a reason. It's you. Yeah, I doubt someone
Now
who
get up in this hoobastank.
who just oh god,
don't
please
call it that.
Who just had their first drink of Mountain Dew yesterday would think something like this up on the spur of the moment.
Impressive, Yukun. As always, it's as if you're reading my mind.
Spare me the misguided admiration and get to the explanation.
Certainly.
Oh man, that was a sweet rhyme.
As a matter of fact, yesterday's events have been weighing on my mind ever since.
Yesterday's events? You mean where I brought over a case and did just stuff?
Cracked a few open.
Yeah.
Cracked open a cold one with the girl. Yes, specifically that you stopped things there instead of finishing yourself. I concluded the likely cause was my lack of the hotness. And today,
The hotness.
I decided to squeeze out every ounce of lewdness I possibly can in order to ensure that you reach your Mountain Dew as well.
Ah, now I get it.
Do you?
Come to think of it, she did seem a little uneasy after the fact. I guess this sudden aggressive approach makes sense given the context. So who put that idea in your head? Was it tall or was it small? Squidward.
Squidward song.
It was Squidward! So it's, wait, SpongeBob?
I was going to say Squilliam.
Seriously? Yeah, Squilliam Fancyson?
Yes, I owe my strategy entirely to her. She suggested I lure you to the bathroom and attack using my body as a SpongeBob.
A sponge? Are you sure you don't mean Amine?
No, I'm quite sure it was Starfish Song. What's more, she listened to my worries with kindness and sympathy.
Herm! That girl giving out advice, let alone in a kindly way, is definitely a little surprising. But when you account for everything she's picked up from browsing the internet all the time...
Sandy cheeks.
Well, there's a lot of S's in that show.
Right?
Have Amine beat when it comes to secondhand knowledge about the fun times. In other words, I have cyber...
Sam Worthington.
Thank for this.
Yes, in general, she suggested it might be wise to capitalize on my pre-existing maid characteristic. It would work on Eric.
It would. Can't deny that it stimulates the male lust of Eric.
I mean, what wouldn't?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Right.
Indeed. I was quite relieved to learn that you're not a maid-phobe, Yukun. Why would anyone be?
Is there anyone that's a maidophobe?
Right?
Probably is, somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, everyone's scared of something.
So that's why she asked that question at the school gate earlier.
Now that I've explained, would it be alright for me to resume washing your body?
With my erotic mounds. Before that, I want to clear up a misunderstanding of yours.
Have I misunderstood something? Do you not like me?
Yeah.
What?
I thought I said this before, but you've got the wrong idea about why I stopped yesterday. It's not that I don't find you attractive.
Yeah, I just recently started finding you attractive.
Right, during the process.
Is that so?
Actually. What, you want proof? All right, when you shove your naked big boobles against me, my body responds appropriately, see?
There's not even any bubbles over it anymore. In other words, even my naked body is sufficient to make you ha-ha?
Yeah, first I Maya he, then I Maya who.
Wow.
Then I Maya ha-ha.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Can't say I'm feeling the need to hyperventilate, but I am slightly turned on. I mean, whatever, dude. Get over yourself.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever. Yeah, don't act like there's no blood in your brain right now. I'm glad to hear that.
Hearing my reply, Sachi smiles with evident happiness. Imagining the girl earnestly plotting out methods to get me aroused, it's a little hard to hold back a wry smile of my own. But Then again,
you.
that kind of awkwardness might not be that atypical for an inexperienced young woman. All right, Sachi, go ahead.
Certainly. I, Komine Sachi, will now service you with all my heart and mouth.
We should probably end this episode.
I was going to say, I was going to wait until the scene ended,
It's
but I didn't
probably
realize...
a whole other thing, so...
Well, we're getting right into it. Jesus, think of the amount we would have missed.
That's true. It would skip this again.
Yeah. We'd be all of a sudden at like the end of the route and be like,
Right.
What happened?
I wonder if that bath scene would have shown but censored, or if it would have skipped that.
There might have been bubbles, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't have gone into the detail, I bet.
Right. Who knows?
It's hard telling. Because, I mean, it's innocent enough as of yet, but I feel like you're right. It's probably about to get pretty graphic. So
Yeah.
now we're going to start the next episode also graphic.
Correct.
God, I hope we don't get demonetized. If we do, you guys will just have to help us out by subscribing to Patreon.com/Bookend Gaming.